I can tell you pretty much what we've experienced. I'm actually in a subway, and just a few minutes ago, we experienced, somewhere, the epicenter clearly was offshore. This is not a direct hit on the island of Honshu, which is the island that Tokyo is on. But we felt a very significant earthquake. Everything was shaking. The signs were moving. People became very alarmed. And there was a similar earthquake, but not quite as strong as this, just a couple of days ago. So what we see now is that the warning alerts are on, many of the lights are off, trains have been stopped, and people are just basically waiting here, waiting to see what's going to happen next.
Yeah, and of course we're getting word it was a 7.9 quake. That's a big quake that hit. And as you mentioned, I mean, you and I were talking a couple of days ago when that other one hit, and one remark you made, which was very important, I thought, I took note of that, was that you said the quake lasted, or it felt like it lasted, for about 3 minutes.
Similar today that we're feeling. I would actually say it probably went on a little bit longer than that, maybe 4 or 5 minutes today. So yes, these are very, very strong earthquakes. The initial information we have is that it appeared to be a quake still off the shores, somewhere in the water. So at this point, I don't know if a tsunami alert has been issued or not. But yes, you're pointing it out. It is something that many people in Tokyo, again, are feeling the second time in just a couple of days.
How unnerved has this made people feel? Because, of course, Japan is very used to these sorts of earthquakes, but when you get to 2 in a row like this, it must be very unnerving, even for those who are used to this.
Yeah, earthquakes here are very part of the ordinary day. It's something that you feel, frequently. To feel something like this, though, in just a couple of days is alarming. I saw a couple of women clutching each other. They were very alarmed. Some children appear to be very frightened. Everyone here is trying to get on their mobile phone to find out if everyone's okay. It is generally safer, if there is a strong earthquake like this, to stay underground, to just kind of wait it out until there's an announcement saying you can leave the train station. So right now we're just sitting here, a lot of people trying to use their mobile phones, but right now not having a whole ton of luck. I think I've managed to get one of the only cell lines out of here right now.
I'm sure you have. And of course, that point you mentioned, the tsunami alert, you're not sure, you said, whether they have issued one at this point. But clearly, I mean, they even had with that, the earthquake that took place a couple of days ago, it was a small tsunami, but presumably we would expect one to come with a 7.9 magnitude quake.
It's really difficult to say. It depends how shallow it is. It depends how far offshore. There's a lot of scientific factors that go into whether there is a tsunami alert. But this was something that was very sizable. So we have to certainly keep our eyes peeled for an alert if there is one.